chase me down.
Alright, so we're going to start looking at polynomials. Alright, so we're going to go over a couple of definitions as to what a polynomial is. So you've actually seen this before, you just may not have known that it was called a polynomial. Alright, so polynomials are named by their degree and the number of terms that they have. Polynomials are named by their degree and the number of terms that they have.
Sometimes it seems miles away, other times right in my head.
Alright, so we're going to take a look at each one individually. So let's first look at degrees. Alright, so go ahead and write down degree, then name, and as an example. Then write EX, so you can actually write out example. So if it has a 0 degree, it's called a constant. What does that look like? Like the number 5. If it's got a 1 degree, it's known as linear. And what does that look like? Negative 5x. See, because it has x to the power of 1. Second degree, you already know this one really well. Quadratic, what does that look like? Anything with like x squared, so negative 5x squared, because the power is 2. 3 is known as cubic, so 8x cubed. And you can see that it's a constant, 1, 2, and then 3. And that's pretty much, all it is. And it keeps going. However, I'm just going to go over those 3. Alright, this is a listening check. This is a listening check. Color in the box with the 3. Only the box with that 3, color it in. Just the 3, color it in. Any color you want. So now we're going to look at terms since we looked at degrees. Alright, so if it has 1 term. So a term is just like how many things are there. Okay, so a term, what it's called, and an example. So if it has 1 term, like how many of them are there? That's called a monomial. You see, mono 1. So for example, 3x squared, it only has 1 thing in there. 2 terms is called binomial. So binomial. So that means it has 2 terms. So any 2 terms, like 3x minus 2, it has 2 things there. 3 terms is called a trinomial. Trinomial. So that means it has 3 things. So 5x squared minus 3x plus 1, 3 of them, 3 things. And then 4 or more is called poly. Poly means many. Polynomial. And that's where we get that word polynomial for. It just has many terms, so more than 4 terms. So looking at the first example, it has a degree of 2, so it's a quadratic, and the degree is just the exponent. It's a quadratic, then you know what kind of quadratic it is. How many terms does it have? 3. So it's trinomial, so it's a quadratic trinomial, because it has 3 things and the exponent is 2. Alright, so sometimes you need to be careful because they don't put it in order for you. So the way you put it in standard form or in order is you always have to go, it has to always go in decreasing order. So in this case, it has to go power of 3 and then power of 2. So first put it in order and then look at what it is. So the degrees is what? 3, because it's t to the 3. So it's cubic. And then how many terms does this have? 2. So it's a cubic binomial. Alright, and that's all there is to it. Alright, so next one, example 3. What if we had negative 4w? So what's the degree? There's invisible 1. So degree is linear. And then how many terms are there? How many things? 1. So it's a linear monomial. And that's pretty much it.
Chase me down.